is Strykes Sessions.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Strykes Sessions Season 3, Episode number 8. Today, I'm going to be breaking some news to you guys. If you watched my video, it came out on Friday, January 3rd. It's titled 2020 is Here. I said that there were some changes with me and Seth's professional working relationship, and today I'm going to be going over some of the details of that. So basically, Seth has officially, well, not officially, not 100%, but he's no longer really with Strykes. He's no longer doing this on the regular. He's still helping out with the little things. He's still contributing a little bit, but he's definitely not going to be on the podcast regularly. He's not going to be in the work logs regularly. He's basically just not involved with Strykes anymore. There wasn't any beef or any arguments. It was getting too stressful for him. I wanted to stick to a hardcore recording schedule and everything for this year because I wanted to be super ahead of the content. I'm currently recording this on January 3rd, and this isn't coming out until I think the third week of February. So I'm very ahead in terms of content production right now. And he didn't want to be stressed out by the constant need to be making content for the future. So he just decided to kind of just not really be involved anymore because he said he didn't want to hurt this brand by not being 100% passionate about it. I'll read you some of our texts. So if you don't know, I play volleyball, and he started asking me when volleyball starts again for me and when I go back to school from winter break. Okay, this is now I'm not reading off of text. This is what Seth said. He said, "I'm trying to go big on my channel this year. This means less time for Strykes. I said I'd give 80%, but that was before I knew you'd be so busy." So originally he said he would give 80% of his video creation, just creative time to Strykes. And then I am a busy person. I'm gonna have school. I'm gonna have volleyball. If I don't make volleyball this year, I'm gonna get a job. I have a girlfriend. I have my personal channel. I have Strykes. It's just a lot to kind of balance and control, and he didn't know that all this was going to be going down. He said this actually happened before Strikes 2020, the comeback even happened publicly, and he said this all happened before 2020 even started. I said I'm trying to go big on both. He said it's just difficult to stick with you on this when your actions aren't mapping to everything else you're saying. So he's saying that because I have all this stuff going on, he doesn't think I'm going to be able to have time for Strykes, which he might be right. I don't know. I'm not in mid-February right now. I'm not in the midst of volleyball tryouts and school. I don't know. When this comes out, it will be. Tryouts probably happened a week ago to when this comes out. So I don't know. I personally, right now, as of January 3rd, I do think I'm going to be able to manage everything. He said, you're not going to want to make any videos when you do have time to yourself. You're just going to want alone time just to chill out because you'll barely have any. And then I said, this is why I keep saying we need to pack our Strike content creation time into just a few days. So I kept saying we need to just do 10 podcasts over a single weekend. We can be done for a month and a half. And he just didn't like that stress of having to dedicate time to so much recording. He wanted to kind of do it over a larger span of time. He didn't want to pack all of that into a couple weeks. And then last year we kind of tried to do this same thing, make content for Strykes regularly, and I only had volleyball. He said you had just volleyball in school last year and we could never do anything, which is actually true. I was really busy with volleyball. The only reason we couldn't do as much as we wanted to last year was because we weren't ahead, which is why it's what I kept saying, I want to be ahead, so that when volleyball season does come around, we already have the content ready to go. Blah, blah, blah. And then he said, this will be nothing but stress for me, stress and anxiety. And then he also said, I would rather be in full control, edit when I feel like editing, film when I feel like filming, not combine stress into what I love doing or mess with my anxiety levels. Strykes is definitely your thing, blah, blah, blah. My channel needs me. I think we both need to focus on our own things. If you want that to be Strykes for you, fine. I have no issues with that. I'm not going to do this anymore. You're literally my best friend, and that's why this needs to end. Friends should be separate from work. I don't want these little arguments to evolve into something worse or ruin our friendship. And then I said, okay, whatever you need to do. Your honesty means the world to me. It really does. I appreciate you and all you've done for Strykes. He said, I just can't keep stressing over this. I said, I completely understand. I said, yeah, I totally get it. I appreciate you doing this now, and now we're in the middle of it because if he did this now, it'd be kind of rough because we're in the middle of we're already like so far down the line of Strykes content. So yeah, he just didn't want to be stressed out anymore. He just didn't want to be like burdened by it, because it is a burden. It is a burden to have to sit down, plan all this content, film it, edit it, upload it, schedule it, make sure it's still like, top quality, good quality. Maintaining quantity as well is also something huge. We're pumping out like one podcast every week. I kind of want to amp it up just because I feel like I know I can do more. Especially now, in a way, this kind of benefits me, because now when I do have my free time, I can sit down and just pump out podcasts. Especially if they're solo podcasts like this. Interviews are a little bit harder to schedule. But like solo podcasts like this, I could pump out like literally 20 in a single day. And that's good for like 5 months. So it's, if we're doing one a week, which it's why I want to up the podcast numbers, just because I feel like I can get more done, for you guys, because I do want to make more for you guys. Like, obviously I want to give you the most amount of content possible. So yeah, that's just a little explanation of like the current state with Strykes and who's on the team. Seth is still like, again, we're still like best friends. I still consider him my brother. We still talk every day. He's just not like, he just doesn't want to be stressed out by this anymore. So yeah, we're chilling. I guess I'm kind of like 100% of Strykes now, because before it was like a duo, but now it's just me. I mean, if Seth wants to come back, by all means, I'd love to have him back. I'd love to have him creating with Strykes and me again, just because he's such a creative, smart kid, and he really knows what he's doing, and he provides a lot of value to Strykes. He does, and I think the dynamic will definitely change without him. I'm just going to make the best of it. I'm just going to try to make as best of content and as much content as I can for both my personal channel and this. So yeah, thank you for listening, guys. I'll talk to you on the next one. We're getting close to season 4, guys. Super hype. Again, trying to hit season 10 in 2020. So yeah, thank you for listening, guys, and I'll talk to you on the next podcast. Peace out.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, we're trying to get out more podcasts for you now than ever. If you guys want to listen to more of our podcasts, you can find us on Spotify, iTunes. All of our important links are below as always, and we'll talk to you soon.